are things in this world that refuse to move on, not because they're lost, not because they're confused, but because they chose not to. Maya learned that on her second ride. And this time, she almost didn't come back. 3 nights after the child, the rain returned. But it didn't fall from the sky. It felt like it was rising from the ground. The streets around Ortega Center emptied too fast, too quiet. Even the wind seemed to avoid that place. Maya stood under the same broken streetlight. But something was different. The light above her wasn't flickering anymore. It was dimming, slowly, like something was feeding on it. She didn't check the time because she felt it. 11:59 p.m. The sound came first. Not the engine, not the rain. Something deeper, something dragging across the road. Then headlights. The bus emerged from the darkness, like it had been waiting just out of sight. It slowly stopped. The doors opened anyway, and for the first time, Maya hesitated, because inside, no one was sitting. They were all standing, facing the aisle, facing her, waiting. Slowly, Maya stepped in. The doors slammed shut behind her. The bus moved instantly. Too fast, too sudden. The cold hit her, but this time it wasn't empty. It was crowded. Something unseen pressed against her shoulders, her back, her chest. Like invisible passengers were squeezing past her, trying to get closer. The ones she could see didn't blink, didn't breathe, and then they parted without a sound, making space for her and for the one waiting, a woman in white. Her wedding dress dragged across the floor, but now Maya saw it clearly. It wasn't just old, it was burned, charred black at the edges, as if something had tried to consume her whole and failed. A white lady. She lifted her head slowly, and this time there was fear in her eyes. You came back, Maya sat beside her, but the seat felt wrong, soft, like sitting on something that shifted underneath her weight. My groom is waiting, the woman whispered. At the altar, her voice trembled like something was listening, but she made sure I would never reach him. The bus jerked violently. The lights flickered, then dimmed, then flickered again. Outside, there was nothing. No road, no sky, just darkness, and something moving inside it. The bus slowed, as if something outside was forcing it to. Then they saw the chapel, but it wasn't still. It was breathing. The walls pulsed slightly. The doorway stretched, then snapped back into place. An old abandoned chapel. The doors opened, and something cold slipped past Maya, as if something unseen had just stepped off before her. Now, the woman whispered. Maya stepped down. The ground gave slightly beneath her feet. Not mud, not soil. Something else. They walked toward the chapel, and then she appeared. Not from inside, but from the shadows beside the door. A woman in red. Her long dress looked soaked, but nothing dripped. Her skin was cracked, like dried paint over something moving underneath. And her smile was wrong. You still came, Her voice echoed, not just around them, but underneath them. The white lady froze. Maya stepped forward. Let her pass. The red woman tilted her head slowly, then laughed, a sound that didn't stop when her mouth closed. I sold everything for this moment. The air dropped, then burned. The ground beneath Maya suddenly turned hot. Too hot. I found something in the dark, the red woman whispered. Her shadow stretched behind her, growing, twisting, taking shape. And it listened. Something moved inside the shadow. Something with too many limbs, too many mouths. And I made a promise. Her eyes locked onto the white lady. If I cannot have him. Her smile widened, splitting, cracking, revealing something black inside her mouth. Then neither will you. The ground burst open. Hands exploded upward, but these were different. Not rotting, burned, melted. Their fingers fused together, reaching, grabbing, clawing. Maya screamed as they latched onto her legs, pulling hard. The heat was unbearable. Her skin felt like it was peeling. The smell, burning flesh, filled the air. The white lady tried to move, but something invisible wrapped around her, tight, like chains made of air. You don't get to walk down that aisle, the red woman whispered. She stepped forward, and the ground followed her, rising, twisting, alive. Maya struggled, but the hands climbed higher, up her waist, her chest, her throat. Something whispered directly into her ear, join US. The red woman appeared in front of her instantly. Her hand shot forward, gripping Maya's face. You should have stayed on the bus. The ground pulled her down. The hand held her up, stretching her, tearing her. Pain exploded through her body. Her vision blurred, darkened, then warmth. A memory. Her grandmother's voice. Soft, clear. This will protect you. Maya's trembling hand reached into her pocket. The cross. A gold cross necklace. The moment it touched the air, everything reacted. The hands screamed. The shadow behind the red woman twisted violently. And for the first time, the red woman stepped back. No, she whispered. Maya didn't hesitate. She lunged forward and forced the cross into the red woman's mouth. The scream that followed was not just loud, it was everywhere. The sky cracked, the ground split. The shadow behind her exploded, revealing something vast, something watching, something angry. The red woman convulsed violently. Her body split open, not bleeding, but burning from the inside out. Her mouth stretched wider until it tore, and something inside her, something black, something alive, tried to crawl out, but the cross burned deeper, forcing it back. You don't understand, she screamed. I already belong to, her voice cut off. Her body collapsed and turned to ash. The shadow behind her screamed, a deep, ancient, inhuman sound, then vanished. The hands disappeared instantly. The ground hardened. The heat vanished. Silence. Maya collapsed forward, gasping, shaking, barely alive. The chapel stopped moving. The air became still, quiet. Safe, the white lady stood slowly, free. You broke her promise, she whispered. Maya shook her head weakly. No, you kept yours. Inside, a man stood at the altar, waiting, unmoving, faithful. The white lady walked toward him, each step lighter, until she reached him. You came back, he said. I told you I would. Their hands touched, light bloomed, warm, peaceful, real. They faded together, gone, finally free. Maya turned. The bus was waiting. She climbed inside, collapsed into her seat. The passengers lowered their heads. Not fear, respect. Her eyes closed. Ma'am, she woke to the driver. We're at the terminal. The bus was empty. He nodded once. Thank you for helping the special white lady. Maya stepped off. But before the doors closed, she looked back, and for a split second, she saw something standing at the back of the bus. Tall, dark, watching, waiting, smiling, and somewhere, far beyond the road, far beneath the ground, something stirred, because promises made in the dark are never truly broken. They're just waiting to be collected.